Hello, grade 6. Today our lesson is about From Flower to Fruit, page 14. Most trees bloom in spring. They bear fruits in summer. How does the flower transform into a fruit? Today we are going to discover how the cherry tree flower transforms into a fruit. Flowers make pollen, and pollen is a fine powder. It's usually yellow and can make you sneeze. Flowers use pollen to make seeds through a process called pollination. Pollination, it is the fixation of pollen grains on the top of the pistil. Pollen can't move by itself, so how will it get to the pistil? It gets to the pistil by the wind or by the insects. With the help of the pollinators. Honeybees are pollinators. Look here, these are honeybees and these honeybees are pollinators. Pollinator visits flower to collect nectar. Pollen on anther sticks to pollinator. Pay attention. Anther, it's the same as pollen sacs. Okay, the anther it's the same as pollen sacs. The third step is pollinator moves to another flower. Pollen is transferred to the stigma. Then, how does the pollination occur? First, pollinator, which is the honeybee, visits flower to collect nectar. Pollen on anther sticks to pollinator. Then the pollinator moves to another flower. Pollen is transformed to the stigma.
Do. Hey, I am here to make some seeds. I wish I had some pollen. Do. Hey, I got some pollen. Check it out. Can I have some? You bet. Come and get it. Well, we got a little problem. What? I can't walk. Oh, right. Neither can I. If only there was someone who could pick up your pollen and bring it over here to me.
Can't you hear my babies crying? They're hungry. They need pollen for food. The workers are hungry too. We need nectar to make honey for them. Go get me some pollen and nectar!
As you wish, Your Majesty. Hey, what's up, flower dudes? Hey, bee. Oh, yeah, hey, bee. Like, why are you guys acting so weird? Well, you see, we need some help from somebody with wings. I got wings. What can I do you for? Well, my friend here needs a little bit of my pollen, but I can't walk, and he can't walk. You think you could take some of my pollen and deliver it over there to him? Well, sure, but I need some pollen too. Could I have a little bit? Sure, there's enough for all. That tickles. Hey, thanks, bee. Now I've been pollinated. Pretty soon, I'll be making some seeds. Hey, you know, I need a little nectar too. You guys got any of that sweet, juicy nectar for me? Well, sure, we made some just for you. Take all you want. Hey, now I've been pollinated too. Thanks, bee. Everybody happy? Yeah, I'd say that was mutually beneficial for all of us. Later, flower dudes. Later, bee.
here, now we are going to talk about the fertilization. Before we talk about the fertilization, let's remember the parts of the pistil. The parts of the pistil are, this is the stigma, this is the style, this is the ovary, and this is the ovule. So the deposited pollen grain sends out a tube reaching the ovule, and each pollen grain is a cell with two nuclei. One of the two nuclei unites with the ovule's nucleus in order to have axil with pollen nucleus. Then this process is called fertilization. So one of the two nuclei of the pollen grain unites with the ovule nucleus. This is called fertilization. So fertilization is the union of pollen grain with the ovule. So look here, the deposited pollen grain sends out a tube reaching the ovule, and this is called fertilization. So look here, the deposited pollen grain sends out a tube reaching the ovule. This is the fertilization. After that, the stamens, a part of the pistil, and the petals dry out and fall. Look here, the stamens, a part of the pistil, and the petals dry out and fall. Then the fertilized ovule grows and transforms into a seed. So look here, after the fertilization, the fertilized ovule, this is the fertilized ovule, grows and transforms into a seed. This is the seed, this is the fruit, this is the seed, this is the pulp, and this is the stone. And the seed is enclosed in a hard shell called stone. Now we are going to talk about the difference between the parts of the flower and parts of the fruit. Look here. In the flower we have stigma and style, while in the fruit stigma and style will dry out. And in the flower we have ovary and ovule, while in the fruit we have fruit and seed. The ovary becomes what? Fruit, and the ovule becomes seed. In the flower, stamen, petal, and sepals will dry out. So stamen, petal, sepals is drying out in the fruit. This is the peduncle of the flower, and this is the peduncle of the fruit. Then these are the differences between flower and fruit. Now we are going to talk about fructification. We talked about pollination and fertilization, and now we are going to talk about fructification. Fructification is when the ovary grows more and more and becomes a small green cherry. This is called fructification. So fructification is when the ovary grows more and more and becomes a small green cherry. This is called fructification. Let's watch this video that talks about fructification. So look here, the ovary grows more and more. Look here, the ovary is growing more and more and becomes a small green cherry. Cherry here grows and becomes small green cherry. This is the green cherry. Okay, and this is called fructification. Fructification. Look here, this is the small green cherry. Now we are going to talk about the ripening of the fruit. Look here, at the beginning of summer the cherry becomes red and delicious. So at the beginning of the summer the cherry becomes red and delicious. Look at the picture here. The cherry is becoming red and delicious at the beginning of the summer. And now we are going to talk about the parts of the cherry after we make section for it. Look here, this is the skin of the cherry. This is the pulp. The skin and the pulp form the fruit. This is the stone. This is the seed, and this is the peduncle. So skin, pulp, skin and the pulp form the fruit. This is the stone. This is the seed, and this is the peduncle.